My fortune was just by the door, because when I dropped out after 2 years, I started afresh and did my KCPE afresh, and I passed very well. And so I was sponsored for the rest of my schooling. I was sponsored until I finished.
So you went back to class 8 from Form 2 to class 8, or what happened?
From Form 2, I went to class 7, not class 8, because it was very late. I went and found the class 8 had been enrolled. So I had to start from class 7, which I was patient and I waited. Yeah, and passed. I had 396 marks anyway, though I failed. But that was my result. I had 396 marks and I had someone allowed to sponsor my schooling. You know.
1 2 mic test. Hello guys, this is Kisumu TV, your number one online TV channel. I've been away for so long, and today I got a good friend of mine. He will introduce himself. By the way, we seen each other just I can say the 7 years ago. So he will introduce himself, and we will discuss 1 2 3. So welcome. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
So before I start, I'll greet hi guys and girls and boys. My name is Huxley Steve. I'm a Kenyan citizen from Amaluo from Homa Bay County.
Yeah, like he said, we school with him from class 8, from 1, from 2, then we departed. So we will just ask some few questions from him, and you will hear from him. So Banaxley, what are your journey in your education starting from class 8?
Okay, my brother Kisumu, my journey to education, the story is so long. I don't know whether the time will be enough to square about it or talk about it. The story is very long. I hope maybe you know some stuff we've been together. But I'll generalize it. I say I've been struggling, but at long last, I achieved my goal. My goal was finishing my 4 years in high school, and I did it. And I attained the best results. And my goal still is not yet achieved anyway, because I have to join university. Yeah, we'll have to join. So my journey to schooling is still ongoing. I've not stopped on it. Yeah.
So, Bwana Axley, by the time we were in Wiobiero Secondary School, we started from Form 1, Form 2, then you departed. Where did you went to?
Okay, as you know, there was shortage of school fees, and I couldn't manage. So let me say, shortly I dropped out of school for 2 years, and I resumed. Uh,
What made you drop out of school?
anyway, the main cause was just, I might say, was short of school fees. That was the main cause. Others maybe that I will say those are minor options, but the main cause that made me drop out of school was school fees.
Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, you talked of school fee. So, by the time you were coming back, did you manage to get that school fee?
okay. Anyway, I will say my fortune was just by the door, because when I dropped out after 2 years, I started afresh and did my KCPE afresh, and I passed very well. And so I was sponsored for the rest of my schooling. I was sponsored until I finished.
So, you went back to class 8 from Form 2 to class 8, or what happened?
From Form 2, I went to class 7, not class 8, because it was very late. I went and found the class 8 had been enrolled. So I had to start from class 7, which I was patient and I waited. Yeah, and passed. I had 396 marks anyway, though I failed. But that was my result. I had 396 marks and I had someone allowed to sponsor my schooling in high school.
So, what was your experience by the time these people they knew that you just come from Form 2? And what was their reaction, and what were your reaction?
In fact, it was very funny enough, because my body size were managing them. Some were even older than me. And you compare our body size, some were bigger than myself. So no one knew I was from Form 2. Anyway, it was a new school far away from my home. So no one knew me in that place. So just someone is me. That was the only story I knew. Only it's only me who knew my secret. No one knew. Yeah. Or even the teachers don't know. They told me I was just a fresher from class 6, promoted to class 7. So, but they were worrying when they saw during my results, when the results were out. They were saying, "Hey, how this boy bright." So, but it was the secrets I knew in myself. Yeah. Even if you were saying I was bright, but in me I knew I was failing because I could attain 410 marks and then say this is a bright kid. But that was not my aim. I could even score 490. Yeah. So kuna mwenye alijua si I'm a dropout from high school to primary. It was a secret in myself.
Yeah, so this Kusumo TV, we are just requesting you to continue subscribing, continue sharing. Today we are in Lake Victoria. To those people who doesn't know Lake Victoria, here we have a big lake. It's Lake Victoria. You can see some highlands. They are there, and we are just chilling with Huxley. So we will just ask some few questions, and in those questions we will just hear from him. Yeah, guys, we are back. So actually, you said that you scored 396. So which school did you went to?
Okay, by scoring that marks, I got a calling from KCSE High School. That's KCSE National School, but I never attended that place. My scholarship, because it was through games and sports, I was sponsored through my talents. I'm a footballer anyway, I hope you know. So I went to a school known as Nyakoiba in Kisii, just a nearby school from Kisii anyway. Yeah, so I studied at Nyakoiba. It's a mixed school anyway. Yeah.
So you went to Kisii from far away from where you were. So what were the experience, the student from there, the teachers, and you yourself? What was the experience?
I will say I experienced a lot and gained a lot. Yeah. Because that life, if someone takes care of you, I mean in education, it takes part and parcel of your schooling. It's sometimes becoming challenging. I was there officially as a football anyway. I had some time to spare on field and classwork. Sometimes I could go on sports, but classworks are on. Because my direct entry to school was football anyway, let me tell you so. So I could spend some time at field than in class. But I will try to receive my time or recover my time during the night, during the dawns and prep times. I will study so much, tirelessly. I will sometimes sleep at 11:30, that's PM at night, but wake up. In fact, it was very fun. No one knew my normal time for waking up. I could go to dorm at 11:30, maybe the some others, because I had some competitions in education. They were competing me. Anyway, even that place I could also score. I remember at Form 2 I was scoring an A. So they came close to me, so I had many friends. So to fight them, because during the prep we could study together. Daytime they're in class, I'm in the field, that was challenging. So we will go to dorm, make them sleep, and return to class immediately. Yeah, and start from where we left. If it was a group talk or group work, we'll commence by 11:30 and go to dorm. I give them an hour to sleep. And after an hour, everyone is asleep in dorm. I will wake up slowly, and go to class. When they wake up by 4, that's dawn time. Ndo najifanya nimetoka choo. I also wake with them and we start afresh. So it was a hard time in me. I experienced a lot. It was a sleepless night. Since I joined, I never slept, let me say it that way. Until now I can say I'm sleepy. Yeah.
So how are you coping? Because there are some people, if they study at the late hour, they felt sleep during the daytime. By the time the teachers are taking people through some subjects, how are you coping? Were you feeling sleep, or you are just awake?
Okay, anyway, let me say it's true. People still feel dizzy when they miss their sleeps during the night. But to me, I gave myself, I just agreed to be that way and prayed on it, and so I could never lack sleep during the day. Or just okay, maybe sleep could just take me some minutes, but not that it could affect my studying during the day. Yeah.
So this a wonderful story from Homa Bay. This is Homa Bay, and we are in Lake Victoria. I think you can see the big lake at our back, and I can you can hear some waves. So don't just worry. Today it is a tour day, and I'm just requesting you to continue subscribing. Let us reach 1,000 and continue sharing this good news. This is Kisumo TV, your number one online TV station, and today we have Huxley Ochieng. So, Bwana Huxley, what made you or what passion did you have? Because I can see some students when they lack school fee, they just drop out of school. But with here you are, you lack school fee when you are in form 2, and you went straight to class 7. What passion did you have, and what motivated you to go and start afresh?
Anyway, motivation, not that it was a motivation factor, but it was something that was unturned in myself. I had a dream of finishing my Form 4 and joining to university. So when I dropped out, it was paining. In fact, it was haunting me, let me say that way. I had a sleepless night during my dropout time. So every time I see people, or I see my fellow students from school, I could feel so lonely, and maybe I could feel just maybe I was left alone. So I felt that I was not their type, and so it was haunting me so much. So I kept on reading storybooks on phone, looking for novels. Even when I dropped out, but I was really busy studying. Even if they couldn't help me by the time, but I was really studying. So I just went to school, or we went back to school to achieve my goal. In fact, my goal when I was very young was to finish my high school level and university with the flying colors. Yeah.
Yeah, we thank God, and that's happened. So, what was your reaction? Let us say by the time your peers, whom you sat with in KCPE, and they were just continuing with their studies, by the time they were back from school, and here you are in class 7, what was your reaction to them, and what were their reaction? Were they belittling you, or you are just hiding, or what was your reaction? Just tell us.
Okay, to me, I was also, let me say, I was also afraid to meet them. That was first. That is to me. But I could also tell or guess from them that they were also avoiding me. In fact, let me say 9 out of 10 were avoiding me. And so when I felt the same, I was also scared about them. So I was restraining from meeting them. I never went to where they were. In their talks, I could exclude myself. And so it was that way. Until now, I know most of them. If so many, I think, let me rate them to 3 out of 5. We are still in good terms, not in good terms with them.
So, actually, what can you tell your or some student whose parents cannot afford the school fee and they are in age of dropping out, or there are some people who dropped out and maybe they went into some activities like works? What can you tell them? What advice can you give them?
What I know, what I will give my fellow students who also share the same problem I had last or behind, that education is the key. And if you are uneducated, let me tell you, you won't fit in any group. Because let me tell you what I have learned, my brother Kisumo. In this country we are in Kenya, everyone is educated. Even if you go to these locally sectors, you will find people educated in that sectors. And so if you are not, and you will be surprised. Yeah, you will be surprised. So those who feel like dropping out, just cope up but pray to God. God has a solution to you. He has the plan and he really knows the plan. Yeah, do not. Someone may drop out because let me tell you, maybe someone has tried and tried but plans are still failing. He may drop out. Don't let him not lose hope. Let him not lose hope, because maybe there's an help somewhere.
Yeah, we normally say it is over until it is over. So, to those people who are watching, they are in the age of dropping out. Some have dropped out. You can still go back to school. Remember, Huxley went from Form 2 to Class 7. Who are you? You can still go back to school so that you can achieve your dream. So, Huxley, you said you went to Nyakoiba in Kisii. That is, you started from Form 1 or you started from?
I went straight to Form 1,
Uh-huh.
and I went straight to Form 1, did the first year, and I had attained good results. I was promoted to Form 2, the same school, and I did the same, but it was a challenge to me. There was an examination within the school, and so my teacher, it was a mathematics teacher too, just one paper 1 mathematics. So I was told to compete Form 4s because they were failing and giving our school bad names. So I just went to try because at my Form 4, Form 2 work I could score an A in mathematics. So I went to try. So by trying, I was number 3 compared to the Form 4s because I had a B plus in the mathematics. All in that paper I tried, and that teacher came and took me to our principal, and I was asked, "Did you manage or you copied?" I told I did the best for my knowledge, and I did the best, and they left me. When end year was approaching, I did our exams. We finished, the Form 2s finished. Well, the Form 4s, I had not yet started the exams. So we were just doing our inter-classes footballs, and so we were wasting time. But that teacher called me that instead of wasting time, can you go and try again? This by the Form 4s. I want you now to do the full papers. You, if hata kama ukipata 2, let it be from your mind. I went and tried, and in total, I remember that's when I had a C plus when I did all the papers. In fact, I did paper 1, even in languages, paper 1, 2, and 3, of which I had not yet started at Form 2 level because I started at Form 3. So when we closed, our principal told me to bring all requirements needed for KCSE registration. In fact, I availed them and I was registered from Form 2, Form 3. I did not worry about it because I know I could manage it. So it was funny enough because I could see from 3 work I passed. I never did anything in Form 3 work. In fact, up to now, I am blank at Form 3 work. So what I was doing was specialization in topics. And the most topics are set from Form 1 and Form 2. That is the foundation. So I said I want to get 75% from Form 1 and 2. And this 25%, which is workload of Form 2 and Form 4, Form 3 and Form 4, I will even try and get 5. Yeah, I just want 5 marks. But 75%, I'm clear about it then. I had the courage and appeared in examination. Yeah. My fellow students were very surprised to see me because I was at Form 2 with them. But when the school opened, they saw me sitting in the Form 4s. So they were worrying, what was it? What was it? And I was stopping. So maybe some computers was happy because I left them now appearing at number 1. But I was struggling there at number 3. Yeah. And it went that way until we did our national examination. Though it was hard, let me say it was hard, but I managed a B minor.
That's very great. So, by the time you were elevated from Form 2 to Form 4, so how are you coping the issue of revisions, such and such? Were you going to some teachers to ask for some help from them, or how are you coping?
In fact, it was funny enough, let me tell you. I always do things personal. So during the normal lessons, when the teachers come to class, I could get nothing. I could just be there in class by just, let me say, my picture was in class by, as the teacher was doing was teaching or talking his higher of his relation, I could do things apart from whatever the teacher was doing. Maybe in his topic I could go behind, but I could assume I was concentrating. So the teacher has gone, I could go for consultation. I had prompt consultation with the teachers, and some, though I could not face the dear candidates because some were deceiving me. They could tell me wrong things, of which I came to realize one day when a friend of mine taught me. In fact, it was a mathematics sum. He deceived on me, and I came to realize I was not consulting my students. Yeah. I trusted my teachers who gave their time to help me, and I did it. And I could also not consult with the, because it was a mixed school, let me tell you. So girls used to come to me anyway. How is this sum being done? To see. They were coming not to know the sum, but to confirm, is this boy clever or not? Is this boy clever or not? So they could come in a group, hebu tuambie. Wanionyesha kitu hesabu nyingine ya form 1. Ati hebu tuambie, wanijaribu tu na naweza ifanya maaje. So mimi ningewafanyia, because they say if you do, you do practice. Mimi wakanifanya kunichezea jokes, mimi ningewafanyia exactly. And as they do them, I regain my knowledge. And it was that way.
Yeah, talking of girls, I know girls love these bright people. How are you coping with girls in that school, being that it was a mixed school?
In fact, I won't lie to the Lord, because the Lord knew whatever I was doing, even in the darkness or in the daylight. In fact, girls were so mean, and I was from another county to another county. I was from Mobile to KCSE County. So I tried to avoid them. But let me tell you and be frank, out of 10 you won't avoid them all. Yeah. In fact, out of 10 you won't avoid them all. I tried to avoid them, but at some point I could fail and get in touch with the one. So I had one, of which she came and turned to my help again. She could provide everything I need, because I lacked so many things in my box. I could just find everything from her. So maybe it was something, as education we are told, as we study we should abstain, but I'm sorry to God, I was dating while in school, but not going to bed. Just as you know, students just say this is my dame, lakini si eti mnaenda kitandani ama nini. But I called her my dame. I had one.
So how are you coping? Here you are, you have a girlfriend, and you were elevated from form 2 to form 4. How are you coping? Education plus girlfriend.
Anyway, we were in different streams, and so it could not affect me so much until we were in a group talks, group discussion. That's when I could shy and I could not speak and I could not do anything open onto them. But even classwork and maybe personal times, I was just alone, and so they were in their dormitory.
That's great. So you said you scored a B minor. So have you joined the campus, or what is your plan?
In fact, to this moment, my goal is joining. In fact, if God wills, I may join by January. They say you may have your plans, but maybe plans of God are different from mine. So to me, I plan with my plans. If it goes successful, I'm joining us from January 2025.
So you said that you got a scholarship from KCSE. Is this your sponsor, the one who will sponsor your university education, or there is another sponsor, or how will you get a school fee? Here we have the government are increasing university fee. So what's who will cater for this bill?
Anyway, I will say it is another form, another hand blessed from God. I will call her a well-wisher. Just from a well-wisher anyway. I met someone privately, discussed my situation, and she sympathized with me, and she promised to take me to school by January. So I trust in her. Until it fails, I will be away.
That's very nice. So what are you doing here in Homa Bay?
Okay, as you know, after school, it's now, we are hustling anyway. We are hustling. We don't want to sit relax, because you can't find something on a silver plate. Lazima unamie. So mimi nafanya hizi kazi za kawaida tu. Leo mtu akiniita kazi, alafu these technical courses, I know some by practical work. I'm an electrician. I know building and construction. So when I go to sites, I require some job. Sometimes I fail to find a job. Sometimes I get job and perform the work perfectly. But the challenge is, maybe it takes long to get your salary or your labor service.
That's very nice. So there are some people who are lazy back there, they are doing nothing. I think you can watch these videos that you can hear from Huxley. He dropped from Form 1 to class 7, and here he is waiting for his university. Is joining, God willing, on January. So in this your work, you say that you just search some works you are doing, and the payment is delaying. What can you tell the government on the matters to economy and the joblessness? What can you say? What can you comment?
But with the government of Kenya, I won't say anything much about the government, but Ula will request the government. In fact, so many people are jobless. I've met so very many people with degrees, masters, everything, but they're hustling the same way I am, of which I do not own any degree with me. But I meet very many people with masters and degrees hustling the same way I am, and you cannot differentiate them from the crowd. So the government of Kenya, kindly enough, may reconcile some places, maybe make some industries to create vacancies of jobs. The government of Kenya should create job vacancies through innovation of the industries. Maybe as we are now at the lake, look at this lake of Homa Bay. Hatuna hata inaitwaje hizi fish processing industry, of which could have been there and could have been very many could have been employed. So if the government could just kindly innovate industries even in the rural places, in fact, what people look for is money. People will be employed. Yeah.
So what can you tell your peers who are not even struggling of getting a job? There are some people who want to eat but they don't work. They are just seeing those people who have made it, and they want to do away with their life and snatch their wealth. What can you tell them?
What I know by experience, I will have to say, be contented with what you have. In the country, there's no job, but some people have, some do not have. Some people earn more, some have earn little. So be contented. Even if you do not have work, please just wake in the morning, tembea tu utafuti. Atafutaye achoki. Tembea tu utafuti. Ukipata hiyo little, plan with your money. Even if you want 100 in a day, plan with it. In fact, I tell you, I have a guys who spend 100 in a week, and they don't lack anything. They are comfortable. 100 shillings, if you give him, he will spend it in a week. And he's also like me. I may earn 500 in a day, but I will spend it for the next one week or two. Just plan of it. But if you need more and you can't manage it, you will go on snatching people, and your life is very short in this world. Just be content. Even if it's like 50 shillings, just plan in it. Sukuma ya 10 bob, nyanya ya amu unaweza avoid nyanya. Pate tu sukuma, uchemshe na maji na chumvi. Wewe ukiwa na ugali yako kula, maisha inaendelea. So do not strain for what you want. Do not strain to get wealth. Atisema lazima nikuwe nayo kwa sababu nani yako nayo. Achana nayo tafadhaleni. Just be contented. If you have 50, say thank you to Lord because you have 50. Someone do not have. Yeah.
That's a great advice. So, this is Kisumu TV. We are in Lake Victoria. I think you can see a lake behind us. It is a very big lake, and we are just requesting you to continue subscribing to our YouTube channel, continue sharing, and there is our number there. If you need any interview or any story you want to share with us, you can reach us via WhatsApp, or you can reach us via text message, or you can call. So actually, what can you tell the fraternity of Kisumu TV, our fan, or those people who are just peeping and just living without doing anything?
Okay, what I would love to say about your TV information is that I'll be grateful, number one, because you enhance us the power of information, and information is power. If you get information from anyone, you share your ideas. So we love to say congratulations for this TV conversation, and may people like it. To the entire youth, be it gentlemen or ladies, what I will have to urge them, let them cope with life. Just cope with life, but always common sense. Yeah, life is also useless. In fact, I don't see any gain in life anyway. We describe it as life, but I don't see any gain in life. It is useless. So cope with it by common sense. Do what you should do at any time. Don't mind supervision. In fact, I've just forgotten to tell you. I remember when you were at Rodi during our Form 1 at UOBL, I needed supervision to do my things. Now I am free and I'm staying alone. But I'm very strict. I'm not like the way I was. But then time I had to spend, you had to look for me, Zia went out, Nina was. But now let me tell you, I am alone and living alone, providing my basic needs now. But I'm very tight. Yeah. So life is useless. If you let yourself, then life will take you away. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Huxley. We school with him. He really disturbed me by the time we were just staying with him, and I'm happy if he has reformed and is just waiting to join the campus. And Huxley, we are just wishing you all the best, and continue with the good work. And what I can leave you with, just refrain from girls. Just focused on your education, focused on your career you want to pursue, and God will bless you. Thank you very much, guys. This is the end of our interview. We are from Lake Victoria, Homa Bay. We are just requesting you to continue subscribing, supporting this channel. You share and you comment. You can tell us what what you need for us to do, and what we do bad, how we can improve it, and we are here for correction. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Kisumu TV, your ultimate destination for thought-provoking content on church issues, politics, and trending topics. Dive into insightful discussions on sermons, uncovering hypocrisy within the church and exploring the intersection of faith and society. A deep dive into church issues. Explore the nuances of sermons, interpretations, and the challenges facing modern-day congregations, unmasking hypocrisy. We fearlessly dissect and discuss hypocrisy within religious institutions, fostering a dialogue for positive change. Political discourse. Stay informed with our unbiased take on political events and how they intersect with moral and ethical principles. Trending insight. From viral trends to societal movement, we keep you updated and engaged with what's happening around the world. Join our community of thinkers, seekers, and change makers. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on our latest video. Let's explore, question, and learn together at Kisumu TV.